Hello, hello. Okay, guys, before we start exploring, I have to tell you something because I almost got confused while planning this trip. You know that giant Mother Earth flower sculpture that everyone posts on Instagram? I genuinely thought it was inside the Montreal Botanical Garden. Well, turns out it's not. It's actually at Jardin's des Florals in Parc Jean Drapeau. I will add the name because my French is not that good, but I almost got confused that okay, which garden I have to visit. So, if you're planning your Montreal itinerary, don't make the mistake of expecting to see it here. These two are completely different places. Now that we have cleared that up, let's go explore the real Montreal Botanical Garden. I took the metro to get here and I got off at Pi 9th station. Honestly, I was expecting a long walk, but the garden is literally just about 3 to 4 minutes from the station. As soon as you come out of the metro, just keep walking straight. And look at this weather. The breeze was so nice that I honestly didn't even realize when I reached the entrance. While you're walking, keep looking at your right because you will spot the Montreal Biodôme. If you are visiting Montreal for a few days, you could easily plan both attractions on the same day. Now, before we go any further, let me give you a few tips because I wish someone had told me these before I came. First, definitely bring a water bottle. You will thank yourself later because you will be walking quite a bit. Second, if you are someone who enjoys sitting in nature, bring a small mat or even a book. There are so many peaceful places where you can just sit and relax for a while. And please don't plan this as an 1 hour visit. Keep at least 3 hours aside because this place is so much bigger than it looks. I have speed up this part of the video because otherwise we would be walking together forever. But even on the way to the entrance, there are so many flowers that I couldn't stop recording. One thing to know is that because of the construction work happening here, the route to the ticket counter is a little different now. Just follow the signs and you will find it easily. Alright, now see, we are at ticket counter now, and here's the tip that might save you a few dollars. If you live in Montreal, your ticket is 18.50 Canadian dollars. If you are visiting out from outside Montreal, it's 25, approximately 25 Canadian dollars, and you can pay either in cash or card, whichever you prefer. I'll also leave the official ticket website in the description below so you can check the latest prices before your visit. But seriously, if you are a Montreal resident, make sure you choose the resident ticket. Don't accidentally pay the tourist price. Let's move forward. After getting your ticket, keep walking towards the entrance. Walking, lot of walking. Before you enter the garden, you'll notice a cafe and washrooms on your left. If you need a coffee, a quick snack, or a restroom break, this is probably the best time. Alright, enough talking now. Let's finally go inside because this is the part I have been waiting for. And the first thing that welcomes you is the Chinese garden. Guys, honestly, this place is so gorgeous. The bridges, traditional buildings, the water, greenery. Every few steps I wanted to stop and take another picture, and I would request you all to do so. I have added the spots where I took picture, and in between those spots will come. And there's another tip. Don't just click one photo at the entrance, walk around a little because every corner looks completely different and you'll find some really beautiful photo spots. What happened to me was after that hilarious. After spending some time in Chinese garden, I honestly had no idea where to go next. It was just walking around looking at the map every few minutes, and then I thought, you know what, let's just explore. And that's what exactly I did. I walked into this section that had so many bonsai trees and different variety of plants. I don't even know the names of most of them, but that's what made it fun. Every few steps, I would find another tiny bonsai with such a unique shape. Some looked like they had been growing for decades. I probably spent way more time here than I had planned because I couldn't just stop taking pictures and videos. Every angle looked different, and if you enjoy photography like I do, you'll definitely want to keep your camera ready. What I really liked about the garden is that you are not forced to follow a strict route. You can simply wander around, take whichever path catches your eye, and discover something new. So, after exploring the area, I finally made my way back to Japanese garden. This is what I've been trying to find from so long, and honestly, I think this became one of my favorite parts of the entire visit. The atmosphere in Japanese garden changes completely. Everything feels so peaceful and calming. There are beautiful ponds, carefully shaped bonsai trees, traditional Japanese landscaping, and the most colorful fish swimming in the sea. I must have stood there for several minutes just watching them. It was one of those moments where you don't even feel like taking out your phone. You just want to enjoy what's in front of you. I loved how quiet it was. Even though there were other visitors around, everyone seemed to be speaking softly and simply enjoying the surroundings. It almost felt like the garden encourages you to slow down. As I continued walking, I realized there was still so much more left to explore. Every path led to something different. Some areas were filled with colorful flowers, others had huge trees providing plenty of shade. Then there were sections with plant species I had never seen before. And you know what, at that point I was thinking like this um, how do authorities literally manage this, because Canadian winters are so cold that every single species of plant, trees, flowers was labeled, and that was like really eye catching for me. And I wasn't at this point, I wasn't really trying to rush from one attraction to another. There were quite a few other aspects also to see, but instead I just kept walking, stopping whenever something caught my attention, reading a few of the plant signs, recording little video clips for you guys, and taking a lot of photos. So, if you're someone who enjoys nature, this is honestly the best way to experience the botanical garden in Montreal. And yes, as I mentioned before, don't confuse this with the another figure of Mother Earth, which is a different garden altogether. And don't just worry about seeing everything in the shortest amount of time. Take your time, walk slowly, look around, sit down for a few minutes if you feel like it. That's what makes the experience so enjoyable. Before I knew it, I had almost reached the end of the garden. It's amazing how quickly time passes when you're somewhere this peaceful. After exploring almost every section I wanted to see, I slowly started making my way backwards towards the entrance, and by then I was definitely hungry. Luckily, there's the cafe near the entrance, so I decided to stop there before heading home. I ordered half a bowl of salad and a sandwich, and it was exactly what I needed after walking around for almost 3 hours. One thing I noticed, and I know a lot of my vegetarian viewers will appreciate this, is that the cafe had vegetarian options, which made choosing food nearly easy for me. And as far as I know, it is not even about vegetarian options. I think the whole cafeteria was vegetarian. So, if you're planning to have lunch or quick snack during your visit, you don't really need to worry. I found a nice place to sit outside the cafe, enjoyed my meal for some time, looked through some of the photos I have taken, and I actually gave an interview for a job as well while sitting there. It is that peaceful, and honestly just soaked in the peaceful atmosphere one last time. Um, I would say it was such a relaxing way to end the visit, and I was planning to visit this garden from last 2 years because summers in Montreal are um, of very less months, less duration, and I was always busy. But this time I decided that no, this is it, and I think that was the best decision I took. And again, then I would say that if you're looking for a place in Montreal where you can slow down, enjoy nature, click beautiful pictures, and simply spend a few peaceful hours away from the city's busy streets, I would definitely recommend adding the Montreal Botanical Garden to your list. And if you have already visited, let me know in the comment section which garden did you enjoy the most, the Chinese or the Japanese garden, and I will be adding all the links of how to book tickets, everything in the description. Thank you guys. Bye. Subscribe to my channel.